Good afternoon from the DeWitt Gymnasium on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa. Dordt versus Doane. Great Plains Athletic Conference women's basketball on the way. The Dordt Defender women come into today's conference contest hungry for a win, 2-5 overall, 1-3 in the GPAC. Coming off a loss to the Morningside Mustangs, a loss in which they actually played very well. The Doane Tigers, 1-3 in the conference, 3-4 overall. Let's take a closer look at these two teams. Doane Tigers have a conference win over Mount Marty on November 11th as their lone win in GPAC play. The win over Mount Marty was the Tigers' third in a row at the time. Got off to a 3-1 start, but have lost 3 games since, losing to Concordia 111-52, Jamestown 90-81 in overtime, and Midland 87-76. Those are the last 3 opponents for the Tigers. Haley Heights tops the Tigers with a 16.3 points per game average to go with 4.6 rebounds, and she makes 50% of her field goal attempts. Olivia Nall scores 11.3 points per outing. Sydney Roth, that is, and Ashley Teaton are at 10.6 and 10.3 points per game, respectively. Azalea Johnson is good for 9.3 points per game. She hasn't played in the last 2 contests, though. Nall is the top 3-point threat with a 34.3% success rate. Teaton leads the rebounding effort with an 8.1 average. Doane is getting outscored 80.9 to 77.3. Not rebounded 45.3 to 43. The Dordt Defenders are 2-5 this year. Their wins are over Grandview and Midland. They have losses to Dakota State, Sterling, Concordia, Briarcliff, and Morningside. Dort's getting outscored 74 to 69.4 through 7 games, and out-rebounded teams 44.9 to 35.1, but they've converted just 38.8% of their field goals and 38.1% of the three-point shots they take. Teams are making 41.7% of the field goals against the Defenders and 35.4% of their three-point shots against Dordt as well. Bailey Beckman leads the team with a 14 points per game average. Erica Feenstra is adding 11.4, and Ashton Verbeek, after a 27-point outburst last Wednesday, is up to 11.4 points per game with a team-high 9.1 rebounds. Maya Shimoleski adds 7.3 points per game. Jordan Winterfeld and Bailey Tetzloff average 4.0 and 4.9 points per game, respectively. Last outing for these two teams, Dordt battled but came up short to Morningside in Sioux City on December 2. Defenders ended up on the short end of an 85-79 score with the Mustangs. Got the lead down to 4 points with a minute left, but got no closer. Verbeek scored 27 on 10 of 12 shooting. She also grabbed 10 rebounds. Beckman had 13. Feenstra had 11. The defenders converted 51.8% of their field goals, had a 40-23 rebounding advantage. Midland was an 87-76 winner over Doane on Wednesday. Doane was paced by Heights with 21 points and 10 rebounds. Nall had 14 points and 10 rebounds in the game. Tigers trailed by double figures the last 9 minutes of the contest. Here are your starters for the Dordt Defenders. They will start Erica Feenstra, number 2, 6-foot sophomore from Hull, a senior that is, averaging 11.4 points per game. Bailey Tetzloff is a 5'10 senior from Brookings, averaging 4.9 points per outing. Number 13 is Bailey Beckman, a 5'5 sophomore from Panora, Iowa, averaging 14 points per game. Number 21 is Jordan Winterfeld, a 5'5 junior from Sioux Center, averaging 4 points per game. And Ashton Verbeek is a 6'2 junior from Sioux Center, averaging 11.4 points per game. For the Tigers, Madison Davis wears number 3. She's a 5'7 sophomore from U10, Nebraska, averaging 7.3 points per game. Ashley Teaton is a 5'9 sophomore from Auburn, Nebraska, averaging 10.3 points per outing. Number 20 is Olivia Nall, a 5'6 junior from Alden, Nebraska, averaging 11.3 points per game. Number 43 is Haley Heights, a 6-foot senior from Rulo, Nebraska, averaging 16.3 points per game. And number 44 is Sydney Roth, a 5'6 sophomore from Deschler, Nebraska, averaging 10.6 points per game. Let's pause for our national anthem.
At KDCR 88.5, what we really want to say is actually in a song.
Peace be still, say the word, and I will set my feet upon. You're amazing, faithful, love's open door when I'm in. All it wants.
Playing today's Christian music and broadcasting from the beautiful campus of Dordt University, KDCR 88.5.
I'm Tom DeYoung, financial planner with Money Concepts, the planning firm in Sioux Center, reminding you to tune into KDCR 88.5 FM at 7:15 every Tuesday and Thursday morning for Money Concepts Radio, a financial series devoted to bringing clarity and direction to the financial world. And if you've got questions about your own financial life, call us at 712-722-0278 to schedule a no-pressure, no-obligation meeting. We'll help you build your finances on all the things in life more important than finances.
I'm Emma Stoltzfus, co-chief editor of the Dordt Diamond newspaper. Our student reporters cover everything from hard news to features to art reviews to op-eds. I encourage you to read the Diamond and support student journalists.
Commercial Sweeping, providing professional parking lot and road pavement maintenance since 1975. You can call Kurt Vidvorst at 712-441-1096 for all your sweeping, striping, crack sealing, concrete raising, and snow removal needs. By Kevin Gasink, CFA, and Water Valley Investment Advisors. Custom tailored investment services for the successful investor. 712-395-0764. And by People's Insurance. People's Insurance wants to provide you with experience, value, and selection for all your insurance needs. You can call Blake Kruger or Lisa Dykstra at People's Insurance in Sioux Center, 722-0101. People's Insurance, with locations in Sioux Center, Rock Valley, Lester, Akron, Sheldon, and Hayward in Iowa, and Jasper, Minnesota.
Hi, my name is Adrienne Weekamp, and I study education at Dordt University. I chose to attend Dordt because of the strong education program based on a biblical perspective. Through classes and personal relationships, the education professors have helped me develop my gifts, ideas, and beliefs so I can become a successful teacher. Because Dordt is a faith-based university, I have been able to learn what it means to teach Christianly from all of my professors, not just in my education professors. I found Dordt to be a place where I am being challenged and am growing both spiritually and academically.
Here at Dordt University, we have tremendous support from the local community and from Defender Nation across the country. The Defender Gold Club is a byproduct of that support and enables our student athletes to perform at the highest level.
As a Defender Gold Club member, you are helping our athletes pursue championships while also helping them grow physically, mentally, spiritually, and academically.
The Defender Gold Club supports the university's mission by equipping student athletes to strive for excellence in all areas of life while having a transforming experience in athletics.
Join us in supporting the growth of our student athletes through joining the Gold Club and making a gift that supports scholarships, team trips, or facility enhancements.
We invite Defender Nation to support our athletes and become a Defender Gold Club member.
Partner with us in supporting all sports or sport of your choice. Your support makes a difference. Join the Defender Gold Club today.
People like you help us believe in a bold future for Dordt University athletics. Thank you, and go Defenders.
Go Defenders.
Dordt controls the opening tap, and we are underway. Bailey Beckman reins in a three-pointer from the right wing to take the lid off of the basket, and the Defenders are underway with a 3-0 lead. Doane basketball coming back the other way quickly. Roth stops on the left wing. Here come the Tigers, head full of steam. Teton shot no good. Rebound taken away by the Defenders. Coming away with it is Ashton Verbeek. Pass ahead to Tetzloff, but Tetzloff had to come back to the ball, and Bailey Tetzloff has whistled for the personal foul as she came back to the basketball, and it is Doane basketball after the foul. 9:20 remaining, ball tapped into the backcourt. Coming away with the steal is Tetzloff. Hands it over to Verbeek. Verbeek with the basketball at the free throw line. Right side it goes Van Manen. Van Manen drives in, lost it, picked up by Teton. Teton driving in against Beckman, and the reverse layup, and we have a traveling violation called on the Doane Tigers. It'll be Dordt basketball. Dordt basketball, throwing it in will be Verbeek. Verbeek to Trigger. Verbeek gets it inbounded, and Verbeek hands it back over to Winterfeld. Winterfeld with it up the floor. Winterfeld hands it off to Beckman. Beckman with the basketball. Beckman right side Winterfeld. Winterfeld short corner. Feenstra back outside Winterfeld. Comes back out front. Turnaround by Verbeek. Verbeek 15-footer off the heel. No good. Trying to save it in is Bailey Tetzloff, but she steps on the sideline out of bounds. It will be Doane basketball. So the Doane Tigers with the basketball. Just underway. Dordt leading 3-0. Little over a minute into this contest. Tigers will bring it up. This is Sydney Roth. Roth with the ball. Roth hands it off to Teton. Teton back to Roth. Roth comes back. Left side over to Davis. Swing pass over the top, right side Teton. Teton on the wing. Teton spin move, comes back to the right side. Hand it back to Roth. Roth drops it off inside for Heights. Heights kick out pass out of the double. Three-pointer on the way by Null is good. Olivia Null with the three-point basket, ties it. Coming back the other way quickly, Beckman. Beckman, short corner, Feenstra. Feenstra misses the 12-footer on the right baseline. And we come back the other way, Doane basketball. Quickly up the floor, Teton. Teton out front to Davis. Davis, another three. No. Now the rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Doane. It'll be Dordt basketball. Doane basketball. Verbeek will throw it in. Verbeek gets the ball inbounded to Winterfeld. Winterfeld ahead to Beckman. Beckman with a head full of steam. Stops on the right side. Throws it behind Erica Feenstra, though. And a turnover back to the Doane Tigers. So the Dordt defenders bit by the turnover bug here early on. See if they can get that rectified. Bringing the basketball back is Sydney Roth. Roth across the timeline, hounded there by Tetzloff. Tetzloff goes left side on the pass. Heights. Heights misses the three. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doane. It'll be Dordt basketball. Dordt basketball, throwing it in will be Verbeek. Verbeek to trigger it on the right side. Verbeek gets it into Winterfeld. Winterfeld back over to Ashton. Ashton comes back right side. Goes over to Beckman. Beckman with the basketball. Beckman out front, Feenstra. Feenstra left side, Winterfeld. Winterfeld looks into the corner. Her pass deflected, picked up by Beckman. 15 to shoot. Bailey Beckman with the basketball, and she is held on the play, and that's going to draw the ire of the Doane University fans. They thought there was a foul on the rebound on the other end that didn't get called, and now a foul called on the perimeter. It is Dordt basketball. Dordt with the basketball. Left side it goes to Winterfeld. Winterfeld, Tetzloff. Tetzloff jump stop. Her 10-footer straight on is good. Bailey Tetzloff with a two-point basket. Dordt regains the lead 5-3. 5-3-hour score. Left side pass goes over to Davis. Davis with it above her head. They fire it back out front, and a three-pointer by Sydney Roth. Roth averaging 10.6 points per game. She buries it from straight on, and back we go the other way. Beckman over the press to Winterfeld. Winterfeld into the corner, Feenstra. Feenstra, high post to Verbeek. Verbeek kick out Beckman. Beckman three from the left wing, no good. A rebound controlled by Doane. Doane with the basketball, Teton. Teton with it into the front court, lays it up with the left hand as she crosses over, no good. Rebound Verbeek. Verbeek with the basketball. Verbeek driving all the way down to the left side. Her 12-footer is good. Ashton Verbeek with a two-point bucket. Dordt regains the lead, 7-6. 7-6 our score. Doane basketball, Teton. Teton hands it off to Roth. Roth will walk it across half court, the left-hander. Picks up her dribble, passes into the lane to Heights. Heights with the basketball, free throw line. Back, out front, Roth, and Roth banks in a three-point basket. Dordt trails 9-7 after the banker from straight on by Sydney Roth. So Roth knocks down a bank shot three. Right side it goes. They feed it underneath. Beckman trying to find Feenstra. Ball's down on the floor. It's still loose. And finally a jump ball is whistled. It will be Doane basketball. Doane basketball. So the Tigers with an opportunity to extend their 9-7 lead. On the floor for the defenders now, Shemileski, Van Holzen. And we also have into the ball game for the first time Hillary Albrecht. So three new players in for Dordt. Doane countering Teton. Teton gives it up to Davis. Davis with the basketball. Davis back to Teton. Teton lets fly with the three, and she hits it. Ashley Teton with the three-point basket, and the defenders trail 12-7. Maya Shemileski with the basketball into the front court. Midway through this period, baseline jumper by Riley Van Holzen, right wing, 15-footer. Stops the run. Dordt trails 12-9. That was a 6-point run by the Tigers. Teton trying to rein in another three, and she airballs it from the right wing. It will be Dordt basketball. So Dordt gets it back. And bringing it up will be Shemileski. Shemileski with it out front. Loses it. Now gets it back over to Albrecht. Albrecht, three. Too strong, no good. Rebound tipped out, and last touch by Doane. No, it's down on the floor still. Dordt's basketball. After the ball was saved in, Shemileski gets on the floor to extend the possession, and with the tie-up, it'll be Dordt basketball. Dordt basketball trailing 12-9. Inbounding, Albrecht. Albrecht, Beckman, Shemileski. Shemileski into the lane. Her runner from straight on. Soft touch as it rolls in. Shemileski with a 2-point bucket. Dordt trails 12-11. So Dordt has answered the run by Doane with back-to-back buckets. On the right side with it is Davis. Davis feeds it down low. Right side to Heights. Heights. Dordt brings the double team. She passes out of the double team. Pass straight on. Deciding against the shot. Here's Davis. Davis shot blocked by Verbeek. Here comes Dordt. Back the other way. Beckman. Beckman with the basketball. And we have a foul called on the play against Doane's number 21, Kyla Miller. Miller whistled for the personal foul. That's foul number 1 on her. Team foul number 2 against Doane. 3:56 left to play here in the first quarter. Dordt trailing 12-11. Davis bothered by Beckman. Beckman gets it to Van Holzen. Van Holzen, Verbeek. Verbeek, Shemileski. Shemileski, three. Off the mark, too strong, no good. And the rebound is taken away by Doane. Doane coming back the other way with the basketball. This is Miller. Miller feeds it right side Roth. Roth with it on the right wing. Comes back. This is Heights straight on. Beyond the top of the key. Albrecht causing some problems with Roth. Roth fires it cross court. Jumper missed, no good by Teton. It's Dordt basketball. Into the front court, Verbeek. Verbeek, Van Holzen. Van Holzen with the left hand, no good. Gets her own rebound back. Ball's down on the floor. Now we're going to have a scrum and a jump ball. Jump ball, alternating possession. This time it will go back to the Doane Tigers. So the Doane Tigers will have the basketball. Riley Van Holzen that time had a shot at the basket, but ended up missing with the left hand. Rebound came back to her, and she was unable to get the ball back up and off of the glass. Dordt trailing 12-11. With it on the right side, ball deflected, picked off by Feenstra. Feenstra defensively able to get out in front. Bring the ball up is Nielsen for Dordt. Right side, Shemileski. Shemileski on the dribble. Comes back over to Van Holzen. Van Holzen, Nielsen. Nielsen, Feenstra. Feenstra turns in the lane. Her shot off the glass, no good, but there for the putback is Van Holzen. Riley Van Holzen gives Dordt a lead of 13-12. 6 unanswered by the defenders. Coming back the other way, and we've got a hand check called on the defenders. I believe that's going to go on Nielsen. Foul called on Macy Nielsen. That's number 1 on her. And Doane will inbound the basketball. Dordt leading 13-12. Doane has it. They come over to Knoll. Knoll with the basketball to Roth. Roth, 17 feet from the hoop, straight on. Gives it off to Teton. Teton shot blocked by Feenstra. Gets her own rebound back. Looks for the shot again. Bothered by Feenstra. Now she's got it out front. This is Roth and Van Holzen. Albrecht, not bad defense that time, but she's going to be called for a hold. Thought she was going to force a tie-up. Instead, the foul called against Hillary Albrecht. That's her first. And the Tigers will throw it in. Teton left side of the lane as we face the hoop. Teton Throws it in, taken away by Albrecht. Here comes Dordt. Head full of steam is Albrecht. Albrecht stops on the right wing. Back out front, Shemileski. Shemileski decides not to shoot it, instead drives to the lane, and her layup is good. Maya Shemileski with 4 points. Dordt getting ignited with their bench players. Shot, no good. Rebound taken away, Shemileski. Shemileski with the basketball, 3 players around her. If she can get the ball up the floor. Ball's still loose, picked up, thrown away. Coming up with it is Sydney Roth. Roth, 3, missed it, no good. High rebound. Ball's down on the floor now after the deflection. Teton picks it up. Teton with the basketball, back over to Roth, 15 to shoot. With the basketball out front is Doane's Johnson. Gets it right side, and Johnson with a 2-point basket. Azalea Johnson with a 2-point hoop. Dordt leads 15-14. Shemileski across the timeline. 1:05 remaining here in the first quarter. Kick out pass, Feenstra. Feenstra, Shemileski. Shemileski 3, good. Maya Shemileski, 7 first quarter points for the junior from Mayer, Minnesota. And she knocks it down. She's got 7, and the defenders lead 18-14. Up front with the basketball is Roth. Roth gives it up into the corner, Johnson. Johnson, 3 too strong, no good. Rebound tipped around. Feenstra comes up with it, gets it away to Nielsen. Nielsen with it, 35 seconds remaining, and we've got a hold called in the backcourt against Doane and Olivia Nall. Nall whistled for her second personal foul. It'll be Dordt basketball. Inbounding is Macy Nielsen directly in front of me at the scores table, at the end of the scores table. She'll be throwing it into Maya Shemileski. Van Hulsen is out of the ball game. Albrecht and Feenstra all check out. Mari Smitsdorf checks in, as does Ashton Verbeek. So 32.8 seconds remaining in the quarter. Dordt has the basketball. Shemileski with it on the right side. She comes back, high post, Smitsdorf. Back over it goes to Shemileski. Shemileski with the basketball. Now Verbeek. Verbeek baseline jumper, 15-footer is good. Ashton Verbeek with a 2-point basket. Dordt leads at 20-14. 20-14, quickly back the other way, Miller. Miller into the lane. Her shot off the mark, no good. Rebound Smitsdorf, and that's the end of the first quarter. Our score, Dordt 20, Doane 14.
Here we live between big city and small town, but we don't do anything halfway. We play in a community that's safe for families while providing our kids big city opportunities. We work in a place proud of its rural history that's already writing its future in science and technology. This is a place where we love our neighbors and where a small town is more like a big family. Sioux Center, live life in the middle of everything.
In all people. The Master of Social Work program is 100% online, making it accessible from anywhere. Take your career to the next level with a Master of Social Work degree from Dordt University.
You're listening to KDCR Sioux Center, 88.5. Dordt trailing leading 2014. They're down at 1 point, 12-7, but outscored Doane 13-2 to take a 6-point lead. 9:53 remaining. Right side pass to Beckman. Beckman buries a 3. Bailey Beckman with the 3-point basket. And the Dordt lead is 9. With it on the left side, Doane, Sydney Roth. Shot blocked by Mari Smitsdorf. Rebound cleared. Here come the defenders in Verbeek. Verbeek, Tetzloff. Tetzloff off of the glass. No good, but a foul on the play called on the Doane Tigers. And Bailey Tetzloff will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Dordt leading by 9. And going to the free throw line will be Bailey Tetzloff. So Mari Smitsdorf getting a few minutes here in the first half, giving Dordt a little more depth at the post position. Still trying to piece things together. It's been 2 weeks since Carly Gustafson was lost to injury. Dordt leads 25-14 after a couple of made free throws by Tetzloff. Tetzloff with 4 points. She's a 67% free throw shooter. Dordt leads by 11, threatening to stretch out the lead. Madison Davis on the left side with it. Goes over to Roth. Roth into Heights. They bring a double team. Shot no good, but a foul on the play called on Verbeek. Verbeek just a little bit at the end, tipped the hands and gets whistled for the foul. Free throws on the way for Madison Davis. Davis, 20 of 29 this season, now 21 of 30, slightly above 70%. Another free throw on the way for Davis. She got fouled close into the basket. Stops the run for the defenders at 10-0. It's 25-16 as she makes both free throws. Left side pass, Tetzloff. Tetzloff with the basketball. Tetzloff goes right side back over to Winterfeld. Winterfeld with it. Winterfeld to Verbeek, back to Winterfeld. Winterfeld right side. Beckman. Beckman on the wing. 8 to shoot. Verbeek, 15-footer right side, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped. Smitsdorf had it momentarily. Ends up out of her hands, and the Doane Tigers have it. Davis. Davis in between the circles. Davis comes over to Teton. Teton with it. Teton, right side, Heights. Heights, baseline jumper, too strong, no good. Rebound taken away by Winterfeld. Winterfeld over the basketball. Winterfeld, Smitsdorf. Smitsdorf, layup, no good, but Mari rewarded for running the floor. She got fed the pass in transition, and the defenders will shoot free throws with Mari Smitsdorf. Mari Smitsdorf with a couple of free throws on the way. 8:26 remaining. Second quarter. First free throw rims around and falls out. Another one on the way. Second free throw by Smitsdorf is up and good, so the Coon Rapids, Minnesota native gives Dordt a 26-16 advantage with 8 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the first half. Fast-moving first half of play. Olivia Knoll with it. Tries to fire it inside, and it's batted and taken away by Tetzloff. Tetzloff, pass ahead intended for Winterfeld. It's tipped away out of bounds. It'll be Dordt basketball. So Doane is able to stop the initial charge by the defenders. Pass is knocked away. It's Dordt basketball throwing it in. They get it into Feenstra. Feenstra with the right side comes back over to Winterfeld. Winterfeld, Beckman. Beckman with the ball. Beckman looking for the pass. Elbow. Give it up to Verbeek. Verbeek with 6. And the defender lead is 28-16. 28-16. Defenders led by Shemileski, 7, and then a couple with 6. They are Beckman and Verbeek. Rebound Feenstra for the missed shot. Pass comes ahead to Winterfeld. Winterfeld over the basketball. Winterfeld driving in. Shot too strong, no good. But a foul on the rebound is going to go against the defenders. That'll go on Feenstra, and that's number 1 on her. Foul number 1 on Feenstra. Team foul number 2 against the defenders in this quarter. Doane has the basketball. Sydney Roth. Roth in between the circles. Roth gives it off to Davis. Davis to Teton. Teton running the weave out front. Teton looking to set up the spin move. Puts the shot up. Blocked by Feenstra. Rebound taken away by Verbeek. Verbeek passes it ahead to Tetzloff. Tetzloff with it. Tetzloff back to Verbeek. Reversal, right side into the corner. Backman. Now it's out front. Verbeek, kick out pass. Tetzloff. Tetzloff 3, missed it, no good. Rebound Teton. Teton will walk it up the floor. Doane wants to slow the pace. Dordt wants the exact opposite. Doane with the basketball. Davis. Davis with it up front. Davis, a sophomore from Utan, Nebraska, gives it off to Roth. Roth back to Davis. Davis guarded there by Winterfeld. Now Teton. Teton, Davis. Davis fires it. Intended for Heights, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doane. It'll be Dordt basketball. Dordt will go with wholesale changes. Checking into the contest, Albrecht, Nielsen, Shemileski, Van Hulsen, and McKenna Klecker. Klecker from Arizona. One of the first times we have seen McKenna this season. Right side baseline jumper by Van Hulsen, no good. Rebound taken away by Teton. Teton with the basketball, running the break. Teton doesn't have the numbers, and stepping out from underneath the basket to take the charge is Macy Nielsen. Nielsen got out away from the charge arc, took a step forward at the last instant, and was set up to take the charge. So the charging foul against the Doane Tigers, and that is going to go against. Is that on Kyla Miller? I missed who that one was on, who actually had the charge. Klecker, high post to Albrecht. Albrecht a little too anxious. Kick out pass out front to Nielsen off of the offensive rebound. Ball's loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dordt. It'll be Doane basketball. You're listening to KDCR Sioux Center, 88.5. We're also live on the World Wide Web, KDCR885.com. That foul was called on Teton. So number 14 got her first foul there. Checked out immediately afterwards. Out front, 3, missed, no good by Roth. Roth chasing after it, saves it in off the end line, but it goes out of bounds on the sideline. It'll be Dordt basketball. Feenstra is in. Checking out will be Albrecht. Macy Nielsen will be throwing it in for the defenders. She gets it in to Shemileski. Shemileski up the floor, has it on the right side. Thrown behind Feenstra, picks it up, gets it to Van Hulsen. Van Hulsen over to Nielsen. Dordt with a 12-point lead. Shemileski shovels it off, gives it up to Feenstra. Feenstra with a 2-point basket. And Shemileski has been the spark plug here this afternoon. Coming off of the bench, she's got 7 points, gets credit for an assist there. Defenders lead 30-16. Step back 3 off the mark, no good. A rebound taken away by Klecker. Klecker will bring the ball up. Klecker across the timeline. Klecker feeds the trail. Nielsen, Shemileski, right baseline 3, off the mark, no good. Rebound, Feenstra. Feenstra saves it in, and then ending up with it in her hands is Shemileski. And Shemileski, right place, right time that time, and the defenders open up a 32-16 lead. They've outscored Doane 12-2 to start the second quarter. With it on the left side, holding her ground is Shemileski. Shemileski, this is Johnson. Johnson gives it up underneath, and Haley Heights with her first basket of the day as she rolled to the hoop, lays it up with the right hand. She'll go to the free throw line for the 3-point play opportunity. Riley Van Hulsen has just been whistled for foul number 1. So Heights will go to the free throw line. Heights with over 1,150 career points for the Tigers, makes that free throw. She's a 93% free throw shooter. Her opportunities have been limited here today. Klecker, 3, left wing, missed it, no good. Rebound taken away by Doane. Doane coming back the other way, Null. Null with it out front. Null on the left wing, guarded there by Nielsen. Looking for the kick-out pass, finds it, and they give it off to Johnson. Johnson shot no good. Rebound by Feenstra. Feenstra got credit for the blocked shot as well, as she deflected that shot attempt. Inbounding the basketball will be Van Hulsen. Van Hulsen to Shemileski. Shemileski to Nielsen. Nielsen over the basketball. Macy Nielsen with it out front. Passes into the corner, Shemileski. decided against the shot. Instead gives it back over to Feenstra. Feenstra, 12-footer from the elbow. And the defender lead is 34-19. 34-19 defenders. 4 minutes left to go in the half. A fast-moving first half of basketball. Baseline jumper is good for Null. Null now with 4 points. Make that 5, beg your pardon. 34-21. Defenders by Baker's dozen. Feenstra off the glass with a crossover move. She's got 6. And the defender lead is 36-21. Feenstra with over 1,600 career points. Defenders leading by 15. On the right side with it, Klecker cuts Johnson off, and Johnson dribbles it off of the end line. Out of bounds, it'll be Dordt basketball. There's a timeout on the floor, charged to Doane. Doane will use their first timeout with 3:29 remaining here in the first half. Dordt has opened a 36-21 lead. You're listening to KDCR Sioux Center, 88.5. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with more from the duet right after this.
This broadcast of Defender Athletics on KDCR is made possible by Boer & Sons of Boyden, handling gravel and excavation needs. On the web at boerandsons.com. When the dust settles, you'll appreciate their quality service. And by Sioux Commercial Sweeping, providing professional parking lot and road pavement maintenance since 1975. You can call Kurt Van Vorst at 712-441-1096 for all your sweeping, striping, crack sealing, concrete raising, and snow removal needs.
Hi, my name is Haley Pullman, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity to be part of the Dordt University track team. I appreciate how my coaches set an example with their authentic integrity and remind us as athletes that our identity is truly found in Christ. I love being a part of a team that seeks to honor God while still having fun and working hard for His glory.
You're listening to KDCR Sioux Center, 88.5. We're also live on the World Wide Web, KDCR885.com. Dordt basketball up 36-21 with 3:25 remaining in the first half. Winterfeld on the floor right now with Smitsdorf, Verbeek, Beckman, and Tetzloff. Beckman, 3 off the heel, no good. Rebound Tetzloff, and a jump ball called alternating possession. It will be Doane basketball. So Doane will get the basketball after Tetzloff is tied up on the play with the rebound. So Dordt will get possession next. That was the first timeout called by either team. Just about 17 minutes into this contest. Dordt leading 36-21. Doane with it. Dordt shooting the ball pretty well so far in this one, 49% or so. Cross-court pass comes right side, behind the back dribble. Miller, shot no good, rebound weak side taken away by Winterfeld. Winterfeld with the basketball. Winterfeld ahead to Verbeek. Verbeek stops on the three-point line. Reversal into the corner, Tetzloff. Now Beckman. Beckman with the basketball out front. Beckman had Winterfeld open momentarily, decided against the pass. Instead comes back right side. Beckman 3, no good. And the long rebound on the baseline, out of bounds in the corner. It is Doane basketball. So Doane will get it on the team rebound. Dordt has outscored Doane 16-7 here in the second period after leading 20-14. Remember, the defenders were down at 1 point, 12-7. Up front it is Teton. Teton free throw line jumper, good. Ashley Teton with 5 points. And the defenders lead 36-23. 36-23, pass into the corner, Verbeek. Verbeek comes back, swing it underneath, Smitsdorf trying to find Beckman, and the pass is over Beckman's head and out of bounds. It is Doane basketball. Doane basketball. And the Tigers throw it in. This is Miller. Miller will walk it up. Miller across half court. She goes right side, feed it down low. Heights, ball deflected, and it's taken away by Verbeek. Verbeek with the basketball. Ashton gets it ahead to Winterfeld. Winterfeld with it in between the circles out front. Bounce down low, Smitsdorf, the cutter, Verbeek. Verbeek with it, and a blocking foul called against the Doane Tigers. It'll be Dordt basketball. And actually, it'll be free throws for Verbeek. It was a shooting foul. Ashton, a 62% free throw shooter. First one on the way for Ashton is off of the rim and down. 7 points now for Verbeek. Dordt owns a 23-14 rebounding advantage already in this one. And they're making just under 50% of their shots and are now, I believe, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, if my math is correct. Dordt leads 38-23. Let's see if they can maintain a 15-point lead into the locker room. Doane would love it to get it down to single digits. Dordt pressuring in the backcourt. Ball's deflected out of bounds. It'll be Doane basketball. Van Holzen playing the back half of the pressure defense, the safety, if you will, center fielder. Teton throwing the ball in, and we've got a foul in the backcourt called on Shemileski. And for Maya Shemileski, that is foul number 1, I believe. Dordt has no one in foul trouble. By my count, they've had 7 players pick up 1 foul, so that's where they're at. With it in the backcourt is Kyla Miller. Passes it off to Teton. Teton gets it across to Roth. Roth into the corner. Three-pointer is up and good. So a 3-point basket for Knoll. She's got 7, and the defender lead is 38-26, 1:12 remaining. Comes back to Beckman. Beckman with the basketball. Lob it down low. With it is Winterfeld. Reverses Tetzloff. Tetzloff 3. Good. Bailey Tetzloff answering with the 3. She's got 7. And the defender lead is 41-26. Steal by Shemileski. Layup Shemileski. Maya with 11. Dordt leads 43-26. 47 seconds remaining in the half. Doane basketball in the backcourt. Steal by Beckman. Beckman with the left-handed layup. Good. Bailey Beckman with the 2-point bucket. She's got 8. Dordt extends the lead, 45-26. 30 seconds remaining in the half, and driving the other way is Doane, and Doane gets a 2-point basket from Sydney Roth. Dordt pushes it into the front court. 20 seconds remaining in the half. Dordt leading 45-28. Tetzloff, right side Beckman. Beckman penetrates, puts it up. No good, but she is fouled on the play. And Beckman will go to the free throw line. Fouls charged to Reagan Nichols. And free throws on the way for Bailey Beckman. Beckman with 8 points already in this one. 10.6 seconds remaining. Dordt leading by 17. Free throw is up. Free throw is good. Another free throw on the way for Bailey Beckman. That one's up and good as well. So Beckman with 10. And the defenders lead by 19. 8 seconds remaining. Davis driving up the floor. And she is funneled right into Riley Van Holzen, who is set up to take the charge. And the defenders with 5 seconds remaining in the half get the ball back. Madison Davis was whistled for the personal foul on the charge, and she ran smack dab right into Van Holzen. And Van Holzen was planted well in advance. Ball deflected. It's down on the floor, and that's going to, well, it's out front. Roth, 3, nearly banks it in, and that's the end of the half. Our score, Dordt 47, Doane 28. You're listening to KDCR Sioux Center, 88.5. We'll be back with our Where Are They Now segment. Right after this, this is Dordt basketball on KDCR.
statistics, trust in tomorrow. Our guest today for this edition of Where Are They Now is a member of Dordt's class of 2015, and he played wide receiver for the Dordt football program. He's back out working on his family's dairy out in Idaho. Joining us as our featured guest for Where Are They Now today is Rocklyn Mao. For people who don't know your background, where did you grow up and how were you first introduced to Dordt?
Yeah, that's interesting. It's kind of funny. I grew up in Linden, Washington, and I started living there when I was 3. My family moved up there from California, and I heard about Dordt when I was pretty young, and I didn't necessarily know much about it, had no idea about college. I just remember in 2nd grade a teacher bringing it up, and I just remember thinking, weird name. I don't know what I think about college, really not thinking about that, you know? And when I was 16, my family moved from Washington to Idaho, and I had still heard about Dordt a little bit off and on. But then when I was a senior and started to become interested in looking at going to college, I heard about Dordt, but just always knew that was where all Dutch people I knew went to school, and it would just be like hitting the default button on my life. So I knew that I couldn't go there. And then came around to me actually looking to where I did want to go, and they had some things I was interested in, agriculture and football. And because both of those were something I was interested in pursuing, I decided to go on a visit. And I ended up really liking it and had a great campus recruiter that also got me interested before I came on campus.
So you came on campus, you decided to attend Dordt. You mentioned interest in agriculture and business. What drew you or pulled you to that area of study?
Growing up, I lived on a dairy. My family has always owned and operated a dairy, and I really enjoyed that lifestyle. I had a couple different ideas of what I might want to do when I was older, but I kept coming back to dairying and doing that for a living because I just appreciated how my dad and mom were both able to be around and be really involved in our lives as children, and decided going forward that I did want to pursue that because I was hoping to be able to provide that for my own family someday.
The other piece you mentioned, when looking at schools was football. You played wide receiver with the Dordt football program. Why did football become a passion of yours?
I grew up playing football, and I was that kid that wanted to play as young as possible, but my mom wouldn't let me because she was worried about me getting hurt. So then when my school offered it in 7th grade is when I could first play, and it was a lot. I remember playing other sports, but football was way different. But I still always loved it growing up. And as I continued to play, got into high school, and then realized, I think I want to keep doing this. And Dordt had started a program, and I knew that my education was going to be what would take me further on in life beyond my athletic abilities, because they're okay, but not amazing. But it was still something I enjoyed doing, and I thought that I could get involved in that way.
Your class of 2015, right?
Correct. I graduated a semester early in 2014, but my class was 2015, and I came back and walked with everybody.
When you think back to those years, I know a lot of stuff probably pops into your head. What sticks out to you most when you think about your time at Dordt?
Biggest thing that sticks out to me when I was at Dordt is the fact that I was in a point in my walk with God that I thought that I didn't necessarily need to be in a Christian environment when I was pursuing college. I thought it would be a good time to put my faith to the test, maybe at a state school or just where Christian values and foundations weren't necessarily going to come across. I thought I was ready for that. And then I realized how much more development I still had to go and still always need to go. And that was really something that really, Dordt brought more of that to my personal life and my walk with God. And I was able to cultivate great relationships and just learn on so many different levels about agriculture, but also just about how to live and how to be a person and how to be who God would want me to be.
So you graduate from Dordt, you have your background in agriculture and ag business. What was next for you after Dordt? What was kind of your next stop after wrapping up your time in Sioux Center?
So I finished up with school in December and was so grateful to finish my last exams. And then I had the opportunity to go on an Amore trip to Africa. And I was really excited to do that. It was a great learning opportunity, and we went and helped out in Tanzania. I was part of the group that was looking at an orphanage's agriculture system they were trying to incorporate with some cattle. And then we also had nurses who were assisting in the medical ministry. I learned a lot again from just going there and seeing other people's point of view. And then upon finishing that trip, I returned and began working at our family dairy, which is where I'm still currently working today.
Working at your family dairy, how has your role and the work you've been doing shifted or changed since graduating for Dordt? I mean, you're working right now as we speak. How has your role and the work you're doing with the dairy changed?
That's a good question, Christian. Initially, when I came back and began working for my family, I asked what my job title would be, and they wouldn't give me one, so I self-titled myself the peon at Black Cat Dairy to distinguish myself, because definitely was doing any and all work, definitely beginning at the bottom of the totem pole, if you will, of employees. And in a lot of ways, I do similar tasks still daily, stuff 100%. I have been able to be involved in more decision-making and kind of the directions that we're going to be going with farming and different, basically, new technologies as the industry changes. I am part of those decision-making processes, and I'm appreciative of that, but I still do a lot of daily tasks and work with all of our other employees as well.
All right, so the dairy and kind of career aside, in the 5 years or so since you've left Sioux Center, what's been one or a few of some of the bigger life highlights or experiences you've gotten to have?
One of the probably biggest things that's changed is I met a young woman at my church, and we began dating, and since have gotten married. That's probably the biggest change. My wife's name is Katie, and we both live here where our family dairy is in Meridian, Idaho, and she is from Oregon and is a nurse in our area currently and graduated from Northwest Nazarene University. That's probably the biggest change, and that's been a great thing. Additionally, my wife and I started going to a different church and have been enjoying where we're at and what we're learning.
Last one I got for you, Rockland. The role of athletics changes throughout our lives. What's the role, whether it's watching sports, participating in athletics, the lessons you learned from them? What's just the role of athletics in your life today?
The role of athletics in my life are, I think I've been able to finally get, I hope, a healthy grasp. When I was younger, athletics were kind of everything to me. I would say in extreme circumstances, they could have been seen as an idol in my life. And I'm very appreciative for athletics. I've learned a lot through them, but I understand that it's not the most important thing in life, yet it can be so much fun, and we do spend a lot of time on it. We need to be careful not to idolize it or overdo it, but keep it in perspective with the other areas of our life.
A big thank you to Rockland Mao for being our featured guest here on this edition of Where Are They Now?
I'm Tom DeYoung, financial planner with Money Concepts, the planning firm in Sioux Center, reminding you to tune into KDCR 88.5 FM at 7:15 every Tuesday and Thursday morning for Money Concepts Radio, a financial series devoted to bringing clarity and direction to the financial world. And if you've got questions about your own financial life, call us at 712-722-0278 to schedule a no-pressure, no-obligation meeting. We'll help you build your finances on all the things in life more important than finances.
Still a lot of basketball yet to be played, and they trail by a point with a basketball when we resume play right after this. Last time these two teams met, it was a shootout, 110-117. Sun winning in overtime, forced overtime with a layup at the buzzer in regulation.
my name's Emma Stoltzfus.
I'm DJ Runya.
Hi, my name is Ellie.
I'm Jonah Bader. I'm a member of the Dordt Media Network.
I'm from Omaha, Nebraska.
I want to say hi to Grandpa and Grandma.
Just want to give a shout out to my parents back home in Marshall, Minnesota.
I want to give a shout out to my friends and family around the country.
And my favorite part of working for the Dordt Media Network is directing the broadcasts.
I like working for the Dordt Media Network because I have fun operating the cameras.
Dordt Media Network is a great opportunity for me, and I love working here.
My favorite part about the Dordt Media Network is being able to give back to the community and have fun with a great crew.
We are the Dordt Media Network.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
By Joiner & Zwart Dentistry in Orange City, offering dentures, implants, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. By C&H Body Repair in Orange City, an ICAR-recognized gold-class shop and full-service automotive collision repair facility, also offering 24-hour towing and recovery services in Northwest Iowa. C&H Body Repair, their reputation didn't happen by accident. And by Farmers Mutual Insurance Association of Hull, a Grinnell Mutual member, providing property protection to Northwest Iowa farmers and homeowners since 1886.
At halftime, Dordt leads 47-28 over the Doane Tigers. Dordt 18 of 35 from the floor, 51%. Doane 10 of 31, 32%. Dordt 4 of 13 from the three-point line. Doane 5 of 13. Doane is 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Dordt 7 of 8. Dordt has out-rebounded Doane 23-14. Turnovers, Doane has 12, Dordt has 8. The defenders are led by Maya Shemileski's 11 points in a reserve role, 5 of 7 from the floor. 10 points for Bailey Backman, 3 of 6 from the deck. Bailey Tetzlaff 7, Erica Feenstra with 6. Ashton Verbeek has 8. Rebounding, Ashton Verbeek has 5 to lead the defenders. Erica Feenstra has 4. For the Doane University Tigers, 8 for Olivia Null, 8 for Sydney Roth, and 5 for Ashley Teaton. 6 rebounds for Teaton as well. Defenders have done a nice job limiting Haley Heights, who is the leading scorer for the Doane Tigers. Came in averaging 16 points per game. She has 3 thus far. You're listening to KDCR Sioux Center, 88.5. Halftime scores around the league. Briarcliff leads Concordia in Sioux City this afternoon, 34-27. Northwestern leads Hastings in Orange City, 43-30. Morningside and Midland are deadlocked at 40 apiece. Mount Marty defeated Jamestown in men's play earlier today, 80-79. Verbeek, right side Winterfeld. Winterfeld with the basketball, gives it back into the corner to Tetzlaff. Now it comes back to Verbeek. Verbeek floats it back over to Winterfeld. Winterfeld out front, Feenstra, 14 to shoot. Erica, 3, short, no good. Rebound, Tetzlaff, no. It's taken away by Doane. Tigers come up with it. This is Miller. Miller driving in. Her shot no good. Rebound cleared by the defenders. Coming away with it is Verbeek. Verbeek gives it to Beckman. Beckman pull up from 12. Left side no good. Rebound cleared by Miller. Miller with the basketball. Miller goes to right side. This is Roth. Roth with it on the wing. Roth to Heights. Heights, they bring the double team. Kick out pass. Around the horn they go. Knoll gives into the corner. Miller. Miller shot off of the glass, no good. And the rebound is taken away by Verbeek. Verbeek with the basketball. Left side Tetzloff. Tetzloff, right side Beckman. Beckman comes back to Winterfeld. Winterfeld three, short, no good. Rebound, Tetzloff. Tetzloff off of the glass, good. Bailey Tetzloff active on the offensive glass. And the defender lead is up to 21 at 49-28.
Help!
Shot from the left side, Roth, no good. Rebound poked around, and finally coming away with it is Beckman. Beckman turns, heads up the floor, and tries to reverse it back over to Verbeek, and the ball goes out of bounds, last touched by the Doane Tigers. Well, it'll be Doane Tiger basketball, last touched by the defenders. Throwing the ball in will be Doane's Kyla Miller. Miller with it, left corner. Miller brings it out to the wing. Lobs it down low for Heights. Heights to Teton. Teton, Roth. Roth to Teton at the free throw line. Puts it up with the right hand, bothered by Feenstra. Rebound taken away by Verbeek. Ahead to Tetzloff. Tetzloff, jump stop, lays it up strong, good. 11 for Tetzloff. Dordt leads 51-28. Doane basketball on the right side, Miller. Miller to Roth. Roth to Heights. Heights lost it. Picked up by Beckman. Has it batted back at her. Ball's down on the floor. And the Doane Tigers have it. Dordt's going to call for a timeout. Timeout on the floor, charged to Dordt. Dordt leading 51-28. Back with more in a moment.
This broadcast of Defender Athletics on KDCR is made possible by People's Insurance. People's Insurance wants to provide you with experience, value, and selection for all your insurance needs. You can call Blake Kruger or Lisa Dykstra at People's Insurance in Sioux Center, 722-0101. People's Insurance, with locations in Sioux Center, Rock Valley, Leicester, Akron, Sheldon, and Hayward in Iowa, and Jasper, Minnesota. And by American State Bank, proud to support Dordt University and Defender Athletics.
You're listening to KDCR Sioux Center. Feenstra high-low pass down to Verbeek. Verbeek with 10, the assist from Feenstra. And the Dordt defenders with a 53-28 lead out of the timeout. Shot by Verbeek, the blocked shot by Verbeek as Heights try to spin move. Dordt with the basketball. Tetzloff, Winterfeld. Winterfeld drops it off inside for Feenstra. Feenstra layup good. Feenstra with 8. Dordt leads 54-28. Dordt has scored 7 unanswered to start the second half. Doane basketball. Tigers with it. Shot on the baseline, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Teton for Doane. It'll be Dordt basketball. Well, since Dordt was down 12-7, they've outscored Doane 47-16 and own a 55-28 advantage. With the basketball, bringing it up is Beckman. Beckman will take it across the timeline. Beckman with it on the right side, guarded there by Davis. Reverses back out front. Feenstra, high-low pass. They give it up to Verbeek. Verbeek off of the glass. Can't get it to go, but she is fouled on the play. And Ashton Verbeek will go to the free throw line and shoot a pair of free throws. Verbeek coming off a 27-point performance against Morningside. Has followed that up with a 8-point day thus far. Beg your pardon, a 10-point day. She misses the first free throw, leaves it short. She's got another one coming. This one's up and off the mark, no good. Rebound taken away by Feenstra. Feenstra, Tetzloff. Tetzloff to Winterfeld. Winterfeld bounced down low to Feenstra. Feenstra, Verbeek. Verbeek into the corner, Beckman. Beckman shot no good. And the rebound is cleared by Doane. Doane with the basketball. They give it up to Johnson. And we have a timeout on the floor charged to Doane. So Doane will use a timeout with 6:26 remaining in the third. They use their second timeout. You're listening to KDCR Sioux Center, 88.5. Back with more right after this.
This broadcast of Defender Athletics on KDCR is made possible by Farmers Mutual Insurance Association of Hull, a Grinnell Mutual member, providing property protection to Northwest Iowa farmers and homeowners since 1886. And by Joe's TV and Appliance in Orange City, offering new and used appliances, grills, TVs, and now Serta mattresses, all backed with service you know, guaranteed by Joe.
Doane basketball after the timeout. Null gives it up to Teton. Teton to Davis. Davis with it on the left wing. Now Teton. Teton drives in, off balance, and a foul called on the play against the Dordt defenders. That will go on Verbeek. That's number 2 on her. Team foul number 1 on the defenders in this quarter. Teton will go to the free throw line where she will shoot 2 free throws. First one rattles out, no good. Another one on the way. Second free throw, Teton, no good. And the ball is out of bounds. Last touched by Doane. It'll be Dordt basketball. Ball was jarred free. Throwing the ball in is Verbeek. Verbeek gets it in over the top, and pass was tipped and taken away. And Verbeek has now picked up her third foul after the steal by Davis. Davis took it hard to the basket. And Verbeek whistled for the personal foul. Come on, Madison Davis. First free throw, no good. Davis is a 62% free throw shooter coming into the contest. First free throw is off the mark. Second one is good. First points of the second half for Doane comes on a free throw, 54-29. With the basketball, bringing it up is Verbeek. Verbeek, right side, Beckman. Beckman in traffic with the right hand, no good, but the rebound cleared out by Albrecht. Albrecht, Verbeek. Verbeek looking for a screen. Looking down low now. Tries to find Albrecht, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dordt. It'll be Doane basketball. Feenstra will check in. Verbeek will check out. Teton to throw it in for the Tigers. She gets it into Johnson. Johnson will walk it up. Johnson over to Teton. Teton with it on the right side. This is Roth. Roth penetrates and kicks it into the corner. And Olivia Null averaging 11 points per game. She now has 11. With her third three-pointer of the day. Dordt leads 55-232. Pass it down low to Feenstra, and Feenstra is pushed from behind on the play. Foul goes on Sydney Roth, and for Roth, that is foul number 1. Shemileski will inbound right side of the lane as we face the hoop. Comes back into Feenstra. Feenstra, easy layup. She's got double figures. 57-32, defenders leading by 25. Pass left side, Roth. Roth sets, fires 3, no good. Long rebound. Roth gets it back from Null. Now to Teton. Teton 3, in and out, no good. Rebound taken away by Shemileski. Shemileski, Van Holzen, Beckman. Dordt playing a game of hot potato right now. And Beckman's pass is taken away by Teton. Ill-advised pass that time by the sophomore. Ball's down on the floor, though, and Van Holzen fights for it and forces a tie-up. It'll be Dordt basketball. 57-32. We've got a foul, actually, on the play called against Teton. And the defenders want a timeout. Timeout on the floor, charged to Dordt. You're listening to KDCR Sioux Center, 88.5. 4:45 left in the third. Dordt leading by 25. Back with more in a moment.
Here at Dordt University, We have tremendous support from the local community and from Defender Nation across the country. The Defender Gold Club is a byproduct of that support and enables our student athletes to perform at the highest level.
As a Defender Gold Club member, you are helping our athletes pursue championships while also helping them grow physically, mentally, spiritually, and academically.
The Defender Gold Club supports the university's mission by equipping student athletes to strive for excellence in all areas of life while having a transforming experience in athletics.
Join us in supporting the growth of our student athletes through joining the Gold Club and making a gift that supports scholarships, team trips, or facility enhancements.
We invite Defender Nation to support our athletes and become a Defender Gold Club member.
Partner with us in supporting all sports or sport of your choice. Your support makes a difference. Join the Defender Gold Club today.
People like you help us believe in a bold future for Dordt University athletics. Thank you, and go Defenders.
Go Defenders.
Dordt knocks down a three with Maya Shemileski doing the honors to come out of the timeout. Dordt leads 60-32. Shemileski now with 14 points. She's got game honors for the Defenders. Dordt by 28. Up the floor, Shemileski bounces it down low. Feenstra double team, comes back over to Backman. Three-pointer, good. Bailey Backman with the three. She's got a baker's dozen. Dordt leads 63-32. Doane basketball. Driving in, and we've got a blocking foul called on the Defenders, either Van Holzen or Shemileski. We'll see who gets called for it. It's going to go on Van Holzen. That's foul number 1 on Van Holzen. Beg your pardon, number 2 on Van Holzen. And free throws on the way. First free throw, no good. Dordt leading 63-32. Second free throw is up and good, so Kyla Miller makes 1 of 2. Dordt leads 63-33. They've outscored Doane 16-5 here in the third quarter. Feenstra in traffic, muscles it up, good. Erica Feenstra with a dozen. Dordt leads 65-33. Doane quickly back the other way over the basketball. Miller, right side, Teton. Teton picks up her dribble. Goes back outside to Roth. Roth to Teton. Teton driving in. Lays it up with the right hand. Good. Ashley Teton with 8. Dordt leads 65-35. 3:27 and counting. That's in the third quarter. Pass into the corner intended for Albrecht. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Defenders. It'll be Doane basketball. So Doane will bring it up. Tigers have it. Right side. Goes over to Roth. Roth underneath. Teton double teamed. Looks like she traveled. No call made. Ends up throwing it off of Van Holzen. Out of bounds. It'll be Dordt basketball. Beg your pardon, Doane basketball. Throwing the ball in is Ashley Teton. Teton tosses it into Roth. Roth, three. Missed it. No good. Rebound Albrecht. Albrecht wrestles it away. Gets it back over to Van Holzen. Van Holzen gives it off to Beckman. Beckman on the left wing. Beckman picks up her dribble. Tosses it down low to Feenstra. Feenstra up in traffic. Shot no good, but she is fouled on the play. Erica will go to the free throw line, and she will shoot 2 free throws. So Feenstra to shoot 2. That's foul number 3 on Olivia Knoll. Defenders have really limited Doane offensively. Tigers came in averaging 77 points a game. They're at 35 right now. First free throw up and good for Feenstra. She's got 13. A second free throw on the way. This one's up and good. 67-35. Dordt leading by 32. Doane basketball. Bringing it up is Johnson. Johnson across the timeline. Goes over to Teton. Teton, right side, Knoll. Knoll to Davis. Back to Knoll. Knoll another 3, and Knoll, her 4th three-pointer. She's got 14. And the Defender lead is 67-38. 2:26 remaining in the third period. Dordt leads 67-38. Timeout, Defenders. Back with more after this. You're listening to Dordt Basketball on KDCR.
Maybe it didn't work for you to go to college right after high school, but it's not too late. Dordt University, the school that is known for student engagement, is now offering a bachelor's in business administration completely online. Take the first step to achieving your education goals by visiting dort.edu/online to learn more. That's dordt.edu/online.
As soon as you play, I'm playing. I'm saying my first drum, second's your first beat. I'm saying first, you 2 feet, then we might stand up. Like first you get your hands, then I get your hands up. My sound, your throat, my dance, your feet. You hear my no heartbeat. The metronome in your chest keeps you in time till there's no time. So you sing till you got no breath, and whoever's next dances to the song you've left. Music creates movements, inspire movements. Where I am, you've been. There was you, then there is music. Music follows you.
Dordt basketball bringing it up is Winterfeld. Winterfeld passes it to Nielsen. Nielsen over the basketball. Nielsen comes back over to Tetzloff. Tetzloff to Verbeek. Verbeek, Smitsdorf. Smitsdorf gives it off to Winterfeld, and Winterfeld unable to finish with the layup. Ball goes out of bounds. Comes back up front. Teton. Teton, right side. 3 on the way from the wing. No good by Roth. Loose basketball after the rebound. It's deflected out front, picked up by Doane and Davis. Davis gets the return pass. Davis, pass deflected, taken away by Winterfeld. Winterfeld tripped up in the backcourt. No call made, and the turnover gives the basketball back to the Doane Tigers. (67-38), Dordt leading. 1:40 left in the third period. Out front with the basketball is Johnson, and she promptly throws it away. Turnover, Dordt basketball. So Dordt to throw the ball in. This is Winterfeld. Winterfeld gets the ball inbounded to Verbeek. Verbeek with the basketball in the backcourt. Ashton picks up her dribble, tries to pass it ahead to Davis. It's taken away by Davis. Shot is blocked now by Verbeek. Rebound comes down to Johnson. Comes back, left side, Null. Null, 3, short, no good. Rebound long, taken down by Null. Null shot blocked by Smitsdorf. Rebound, Smitsdorf. Comes back to Nielsen. Macy Nielsen with it in the backcourt. 3 players around her. She finds Verbeek. Verbeek back to Winterfeld. Winterfeld, floater in the lane, won't go down. And the rebound taken away. Here comes Null. Null with the basketball up the floor. Null with it, left side. Ball's down on the floor, and we're going to have a jump ball alternating possession. It will be Doane basketball.
Good hustle. Yep.
Doane basketball, 67-38. Dordt leading. 49 seconds remaining.
Finish the possession. Finish it.
Pass comes to Davis. Davis on the wing. Davis stripped. Coming away with it is Dordt. Tetzloff, Winterfeld. Winterfeld stops, feeds the trailer, Smitsdorf. And Smitsdorf unable to hang on to it. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Dordt. It'll be Doane basketball. So the Tigers get the ball back. Dordt leading 67-38. Bringing the basketball up is Johnson. Johnson with it on the right side. Johnson goes into the corner. Taylor Perry. Perry's pass deflected. It's taken back by the defenders. Coming away with it is Nielsen. 20 seconds in the in the quarter. Pass comes back out front. Nielsen thought about the 3. Now takes 2 dribbles to the free throw line. Cut off. 12 seconds. Tetzloff will let fly with a 3 from the right wing. And Bailey Tetzloff with 14 points. She ties a career high. 70-38. Shot no good on the other end as it's partially blocked by Tetzloff. Verbeek comes down with a rebound. And that's the end of the third quarter. Our score, Dordt 70, Doane 38. You're listening to KDCR Sioux Center 88.5. Back with the fourth quarter of play right after this.
This broadcast of Defender Athletics on KDCR is made possible by Northside Body Shop, serving the community since 1955.
I'm Tom DeYoung, financial planner with Money Concepts, the planning firm in Sioux Center, reminding you to tune into KDCR 88.5 FM at 7:15 every Tuesday and Thursday morning for Money Concepts Radio, a financial series devoted to bringing clarity and direction to the financial world. And if you've got questions about your own financial life, call us at 712-722-0278 to schedule a no-pressure, no-obligation meeting. We'll help you build your finances on all the things in life more important than finances.
At KDCR 88.5, we are listening to you.
His favor be upon you and 1,000 generations. And your keep it real simple, bring everything right back to ground zero. 'Cause it all comes down to this love that had a stronghold.
Today's Christian music for your home or commute at KDCR.
Underway with the fourth period of play. Beckman picks up her dribble, passes it to Feenstra. Feenstra goes left side. Give it up, Shemileski, right corner. Beckman, Feenstra up with his right hand. Good. Erica Feenstra with 10 second half points, 16 for the ball game. Dordt leads 72-38. Doane with the basketball. Right side, three. Jumper, no good by Perry. Dordt racing the other way. Feenstra with a lay-in, good. Erica Feenstra with another two. And the defenders lead 74-38. Feenstra now closing in on 1,650 career points. Dordt leading 74-38. Beckman with it. Goes right side. Shemileski to Van Holzen to Albrecht hard to the hoop, and she's fouled on the play. Hillary Albrecht will go to the free throw line. This will be her second and third free throw shot this season. Now for Feenstra, talking about those career numbers, and as I said, closing in on 1,650 career points. She's got 1,640 right now. The all-time scoring leader in Dordt women's basketball is Amber Sodsma at 1,736 careers. So Feenstra now 100 points away from potentially right around 100 points shy of Sodsma. Sodsma, you'll remember, played from 2007 to 2011 for the defenders. Dordt leading 74-38. 8:50 remaining in the contest. Dordt unable to convert on that sequence. And now Doane throws it away. Intended for Nall. And Nall got shielded by the official Jody Wheelingo. Jody trying her best to get out of the way, but sometimes you get caught with nowhere to go. Kevin Schultz, Nathaniel Wagner, and Jody Wheelinga on the whistles today. Beckman with the basketball. 90 seconds into the fourth quarter. Shemileski to Van Holzen, back to Shemileski, drops it inside for Feenstra. Feenstra down on the floor after it, and she and Heights tied up on the play. Jump ball, it'll be Doane basketball. Doane basketball. They get the ball inbounded to Johnson. Johnson will take it across the timeline. Johnson with it on the left-hand side, dribbles it off of her foot, tracks it down, they get it to Heights. Heights on the elbow. Heights gives it up, Teton. Teton working against Feenstra. Might have traveled with it, and a foul called late on Feenstra. And Feenstra whistled for foul number 2 on the play. Free throws coming for Teton. Well, it certainly looks like the defenders are going to get their second win of the conference year. First free throw is up and good for Teton. Teton now with 9 points. Missed the second free throw. Ball ricochets around. Shemileski picks it up. Pass goes left side. And Albrecht, a few too many dribbles, ends up bouncing that one off the top of her shoe. Doane with the basketball. Right side pass, Null. Null, another three, missed it, no good. Rebound, Heights, and Heights with the 2-point basket. She's got 5. Defender lead is 74-41. Back we go the other way over the basketball in between the circles. This is Beckman. Beckman. High post, Feenstra. Feenstra drops it off for Van Hulsen. Van Hulsen with a layup, good. She's got 6. 76-41, defenders by 35. 7:15 left to play in the third period. Cross-court pass deflected by Albrecht. Picked up by Teton. And a foul called on the attempt by Haley Heights. Riley Van Hulsen will be whistled for foul number 3. Well, the defenders so far, through 3 quarters, they had 20 in the first quarter, 27 in the second, and 23 in the third. They've limited Doane to less than 15 points in all 3 periods. 76-41. First free throw by Heights, no good. Second one in and out, no good. Rebound off of one bounce taken by Albrecht. Albrecht with it, and Albrecht is held in the backcourt by Johnson. That's foul number 1 on Johnson. Beg your pardon, foul number 2 on Johnson. And with 6:58 left to play in the fourth period, Dordt with the lead and the basketball. Doane has it on defense. I should say Doane on defense. Dordt bringing it up the floor. This is Beckman. Beckman with the basketball. Beckman goes right side, Van Hulsen. Van Hulsen, Beckman. Beckman into the lane. Her 10-footer in and out, no good. Rebound bounced off of a player's head. And Feenstra takes a swipe at it. Didn't get called for the foul that time. They drop it in for Heights. Heights shot no good. Rebound Van Hulsen, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doane. It'll be Dordt basketball. Dordt with 5 new players checking into the game. New players checking in: Smitsdorf, Tetzloff, Nielsen, Verbeek, and Winterfeld. Winterfeld will bring the ball up the floor for the defenders. Winterfeld at the top of the key. Winterfeld back to Verbeek. Verbeek to Nielsen. Nielsen, free throw line, Verbeek. Verbeek on the floor. Jumper, baseline, no good. Rebound, Smitsdorf. Smitsdorf back over to Verbeek, and they're going to call Verbeek for traveling. Turnover back to the Tigers. Dordt leading 76-41. Sydney Roth across the timeline. Feed it down low to Heights, and a reach-in foul called on Verbeek. It's foul number 3 on the defenders in this quarter. Foul number 4 on Verbeek tonight. .5:55 remaining. Doane inbounds to Heights. Heights throws it to Bach. Bach misses the corner 3. And the rebound is cleared by Van Manen. Van Manen with the basketball, beg your pardon, Winterfeld. Winterfeld gives it up. No, Smitsdorf. Smitsdorf has it poked away by Davis. Davis, layup, right hand, good. Madison Davis with a 2-point basket. She's got 4. And the defender lead is 76-43. Timeout on the floor. You're listening to KDCR Sioux Center, 88.5. Let's take a break and be back with more right after this timeout.
This broadcast of Defender Athletics on KDCR is made possible by Joyner & Zor Dentistry in Orange City, offering dentures, implants, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. And by Highway Chevrolet Buick. Find new roads at Highway Chevrolet Buick in Rock Valley, Iowa. Their entire inventory of over 150 new and used vehicles is on the web at highwaychevrolet.com.
Dordt basketball, and the backcourt is Verbeek. Verbeek takes it across the half-court stripe. She gives it off to Winterfeld. Winterfeld over the basketball. Winterfeld Back it goes, Nielsen. Nielsen comes back, left side, Winterfeld. Winterfeld picks up her dribble, feeds it down low, Smitsdorf. Kick out pass out front, Tetzloff. Tetzloff 3, off the mark, no good. Bailey Tetzloff with 14 points. That would have given her a career high. She's matched her career high right here. Doane basketball, Davis. Davis out front, guarded by Nielsen. Comes back, left side. This is Bach. Feed it down low, Heights. Heights, kick out pass. 3, short, no good. And the rebound is taken away by Verbeek. Verbeek with the basketball, Nielsen. Nielsen up the floor. Nielsen across half court. Still has the dribble. Pass right side to Winterfeld. And Winterfeld has it tipped away from her by Olivia Knoll. 4:34 remaining here in the quarter. And that's in the fourth quarter. Dordt leading. Winterfeld in between the circles. Goes to Verbeek. Verbeek, shot short in the lane, no good. Rebound, Verbeek, and Verbeek tries to feed it underneath to Smitsdorf. And the ball is deflected out of bounds. It'll be Dordt basketball. Nielsen to throw it in. Tetzloff now to throw it in instead. They get the ball inbounded to Winterfeld. Winterfeld, Verbeek. Verbeek, top of the key 3. Off the mark, no good. And a push called on Smitsdorf. Smitsdorf whistled for the personal foul, and for Mari, that's foul number 1. Davis throws the ball in. Gets it into Roth. Roth across half court. Roth with the dribble, stops, passes left side, Bach, 3, good. Bach with the 3-point basket, and now ball out of bounds. Last touch by Doane, it'll be Dordt basketball. 3:56 remaining in regulation. And they get the ball inbounded to Smitsdorf. She hands it off to Winterfeld. Winterfeld with the basketball. Winterfeld passes left side. They give it off to Tetzloff. Tetzloff, Smitsdorf. Smitsdorf puts it up, and she is fouled on the play. She'll get called for the foul as Haley Heights. That's foul number 1 on her. New player checking in for the defenders. Michaela DeYoung is already in, and McKenna Klecker checks in. Free throws on the way for Smitsdorf. First free throw is up and good. Another one on the way for Smitsdorf. She's got a couple. Second free throw is up and good. 78-46. So Smitsdorf makes them both. The defenders with this one well in hand. Only took a lot of the suspense out of this one in the second quarter. Three-pointer tossed up, no good. Ball's down on the floor. And now a foul called on the play. Who's that going to be against? Is that going to go on Tetzloff? No. This foul's going to go against, well, it is on Tetzloff. That's number 2 on her. Team foul number 5 on the defenders. 2 free throws on the way for Knoll. She's got 14 tonight. Now 15 this afternoon, I should say. 78-47, pending another free throw. And that one's up and down as well. Knoll with 8 points in the first half, another 8 here in the second. She leads Doane with 16. 78-48, Dordt with the lead. Klecker across the timeline. Klecker gives it off to Tetzloff. Tetzloff lost it on the way up. And it's taken away by Doane. Doane with the basketball. Doane bringing it up. Roth, left side, shot, no good. Rebound, DeYoung. Michaela DeYoung with the basketball. Gets it away to Winterfeld. Winterfeld has it tapped away from her, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Winterfeld. Bach able to bother that pass. Abby Gear checks into the ballgame for the defenders along with Diane Hurst. Tetzloff remains on the floor for the time being. So it's Tetzloff, Gear, Klecker, Hurst. and DeYoung. And a foul called on the drive to the basket. Free throws on the way for Madison Davis. Davis 2 for 4 today from the charity stripe. Dordt leading 78-48, 2:44 remaining in regulation. First free throw is up and good. So the second free throw is up and good as well for Davis. Davis with 6. 78-50. Dordt with the basketball. Back in the backcourt is Gear. Gear will bring it across half court. Gear goes left side. Gives it up DeYoung. DeYoung to the top of the key. Gear. Gear to Van Hollen. Van Hollen right side. DeYoung. DeYoung swing pass. Klecker. Klecker 3. Short, no good. Rebound taken down by Van Hollen. Van Hollen over the basketball. Van Hollen. They give it up to Hurst. Hurst underneath. Her shot no good. Put back attempt by Van Hollen no good. And back we go the other way. Doane basketball. Long pass into the front court is tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the defenders. It'll be Doane basketball with 2:02 remaining. So 2:02 left to play in the game. Dordt leading 78-50. 17-footer is up and good. This is Haley Cones. Cones with a 2-point basket. Dordt leads 78-52. Van Hollen, Klecker. Klecker is fouled with a right-handed drive. And foul is charged to Nichols. And free throws for Klecker. McKenna Klecker, first free throw is up and through. She's got another one coming. Sophomore from Arizona. This one's up and good as well. So Klecker makes them both. It's 80-52. Defenders 11 points above their season average. And they've limited Doane to about 25 points fewer than their season average. 130 and counting. Roll it down low. Shot is up, no good. Rebound cleared by Hurst. Diane Hurst with the basketball. Hurst gets it ahead to DeYoung. DeYoung with the basketball. Van Hollen. Van Hollen will pull the trigger for 3. Missed it wide, no good. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doane. It'll be, by Dordt. It'll be Doane basketball. Ball deflected by Klecker. Doane comes up with it, though. Three-pointer top of the key by Jansky, no good. And the rebound is controlled by the defenders. 1 minute remaining. Hurst with it. Hurst spins on the left elbow. Back to Van Hollen. Van Hollen. Drop it down low. Hurst. Hurst with the left hand. Missed it, no good. Rebound DeYoung. DeYoung kick out pass. Klecker. Klecker 3. Good. Klecker with the 3-point basket. Dordt leads 83-52. Jumper on the right side, no good. Rebound cleared by Gear. Here come the defenders. Gear's pass deflected, taken back by Doane and Taylor Perry. Perry passes it ahead to Bach. Bach shot, good. Bailey Bach with a 2-point basket. She's got 5. Defenders lead 83-54. 20 seconds remaining. Shot clock is off. Klecker drives baseline. Back it goes outside. Hurst. Hurst 3. No good. Rebound Bach. Bach with the basketball. Bach's pass deflected. Taken back by DeYoung. DeYoung to Gear. Gear right side Van Hollen. Van Hollen. Klecker. Klecker 3. Off the mark. No good. And that's going to be the end of the ball game. Our final score, Dordt 83, Doane 54. You're listening to KDCR Sioux Center 88.5. Let's take a break and we'll be back with the Wireless World post-game wrap right after this.
At KDCR 88.5. KDCR 88.5 and KDCR885.com, where the more you listen, the more you hear.
I'm Emma Stoltzfus, co-chief editor of the Dordt Diamond newspaper. Our student reporters cover everything from hard news to features to art reviews to op-eds. I encourage you to read the Diamond and support student journalists.
Here at Dordt University, we have tremendous support from the local community and from Defender Nation across the country. The Defender Gold Club is a byproduct of that support and enables our student athletes to perform at the highest level.
As a Defender Gold Club member, you are helping our athletes pursue championships while also helping them grow physically, mentally, spiritually, and academically.
The Defender Gold Club supports the university's mission by equipping student athletes to strive for excellence in all areas of life while having a transforming experience in athletics.
Join us in supporting the growth of our student athletes through joining the Gold Club and making a gift that supports scholarships, team trips, or facility enhancements.
We invite Defender Nation to support our athletes and become a Defender Gold Club member.
Partner with us in supporting all sports or sport of your choice. Your support makes a difference. Join the Defender Gold Club today.
People like you help us believe in a bold future for Dordt University athletics. Thank you, and go Defenders.
Go Defenders!
This broadcast of Defender Athletics on KDCR is made possible by Joe's TV and Appliance in Orange City, offering new and used appliances, grills, TVs, and now Serta mattresses, all backed with service you know, guaranteed by Joe. By Highway Chevrolet Buick. Find new roads at Highway Chevrolet Buick in Rock Valley, Iowa. Their entire inventory of over 150 new and used vehicles is on the web at highwaychevrolet.com. By the Van Englenhoven Agency of Orange City, we do one thing: insurance. Ron DeBoer is an agent, 737-6000. By Joyner & Zwart Dentistry in Orange City, offering dentures, implants, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. By C&H Body Repair in Orange City, an ICAR-recognized gold-class shop and full-service automotive collision repair facility, also offering 24-hour towing and recovery services in Northwest Iowa. C&H Body Repair. Their reputation didn't happen by accident. And by Farmers Mutual Insurance Association of Hull, a Grinnell Mutual member, providing property protection to Northwest Iowa farmers and homeowners since 1886.
You're listening to KDCR Sioux Center and the Wireless World post-game wrap. The Defenders tonight outscored Doane in each quarter except the final quarter. Doane had a 16-13 advantage in the fourth period. Dordt wins, though, by a final of 83-54. Dordt trailed at one point in this one, 12-7. Outscored Doane the rest of the quarter, though, and the half, 40-16 to take control, and then led the entire second half, most of the half by 30 or more, and win by a final of 83-54. Dordt was led today by Erica Feenstra with 18, 14 each for Bailey Tetzloff and Maya Shemileski, 13 for Bailey Beckman, and 10 for Ashton Verbeek. Here are all the numbers. Dordt, 31 of 67 from the floor, 46.3%, 8 of 25 on threes, 32%, 13 of 18 on free throws, 72%. For the Tigers, 18 of 65 from the floor, 27.7%, 8 for 28 on threes, 28.6%, 10 for 17 on free throws, 58.8%. Dordt had a 53-33 rebounding edge. Dordt committed 23 turnovers while Doane had 20. Erica Feenstra, 18 points on 8 of 11 shooting. Bailey Tetzloff, 14 points on 5 of 7 shooting. Maya Shemileski, 14 points on 6 of 8 shooting. 13 for Bailey Beckman, 10 for Ashton Verbeek, 5 for McKenna Klecker, 3 for Maurice Smitsdorf, 6 for Riley Van Hulsen. And that's Dordt's total of 83. For the Doane Tigers, 16 for Olivia Knoll, 8 for Ashley Teaton, 8 for Sydney Roth, 7 for Madison Davis, 5 for Haley Heights, 5 for Bailey Bach, 1 for Kyla Miller, 2 for Azalea Johnson, and 2 for Haley Combs. You're listening to KDCR Sioux Center, 88.5. Rebounding, Ashton Verbeek led Dordt with 12. Erica Feenstra had 5, 4 each for Mari Smitsdorf, Maya Shemileski, and Hillary Albrecht. For the Doane Tigers, Ashley Teaton with 7, 6 for Olivia Knoll. Assist totals, Madison Davis with 3, Sydney Roth with 3. For the defenders, 3 assists for Erica Feenstra, 3 each for Jordan Winterfeld and Ashton Verbeek, 4 assists for Maya Shemileski. 2 steals each for Bailey Tetzloff and Bailey Beckman, and 2 steals for Macy Nielsen in a reserve role. The defenders are now 2-3 in the conference, 3-5 overall. Doane is 1-4 and 3-5. Let's take another break, and we'll be back with more from the DeWitt right after this. This is KDCR Sioux Center, 88.5. Back with more in a moment.
So we're taking our doctor's advice on how to protect our unborn baby from Zika birth defects.
Mosquitoes can spread Zika, so wear insect repellent, long sleeve shirts, and long pants. Dump standing water and use window screens or AC. To prevent Zika spread from sex, use condoms, especially while pregnant.
I'm not taking a chance with Zika.
Let's keep stopping Zika. Visit cdc.gov/prevent Zika. This message from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
This broadcast of Defender Athletics on KDCR is made possible by Joe's TV and Appliance in Orange City, offering new and used appliances, grills, TVs, and now Serta mattresses, all backed with service you know, guaranteed by Joe. By Highway Chevrolet Buick. Find new roads at Highway Chevrolet Buick in Rock Valley, Iowa. Their entire inventory of over 150 new and used vehicles is on the web at highwaychevrolet.com. By the Van England Hoven Agency of Orange City, we do one thing insurance. Ron DeBoer is an agent, 737-6000. By Joyner and Zwart Dentistry in Orange City, offering dentures, implants, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. By C&H Body Repair in Orange City, an iCar recognized gold class shop and full service automotive collision repair facility, also offering 24-hour towing and recovery services in Northwest Iowa. C&H Body Repair. Their reputation didn't happen by accident. And by Farmers Mutual Insurance Association of Hull, a Grinnell Mutual member, providing property protection to Northwest Iowa farmers and homeowners since 1886.
You're listening to KDCR Sioux Center 88.5. We're also live on the World Wide Web, KDCR885.com. The Dordt Defenders taking on Doane this afternoon and winning by a final of 83-54. And Coach Harmson, this one really turned late in the first quarter. You got going defensively, took a 6-point lead at the end of the first quarter, and then the second quarter really controlled things as well, nearly doubling Doane in the second quarter. Your defense was pretty good today.
Yeah, I'm really happy with our kids. Mike, I think you and I would agree that it was going to take a little while for us to get going and to hit our stride and to understand who we have as a team, because even though we have a lot of the same faces and the same names, when you inject a few new kids, things still change. And so this team will continue to develop. We as a coaching staff are going to continue to understand what our strengths and weaknesses are, and I just think we're going to continue to get better as the year goes on.
Well, and that was something I wanted to ask you, because it certainly seems that the last two games your team has taken a step forward. Now, granted, Morningside is one of the teams picked to be among the league leaders. Doane is a team that is finding its way. But you have back-to-back solid performances, and that has to make you feel a little bit better as a coaching staff.
It does, and to have different kids step up in different games is really good too. Today we had 5 kids in double figures. On our 31 field goals, we had 19 assists. You know, we really tried to get out and transition a little more today, Mike, and you know, I thought our women did an awesome job of getting the ball in the high post to Ashton and Hillary and Erica, and to the short corner to Riley and Erica, and I thought we moved the ball really well. And so I thought for those first 3 or 4 games we were so siloed that we were just learning how to play with each other and learn what our strengths and weaknesses are. And now we're starting to develop a little continuity, and it's fun to see.
Maya Shemileski really sparked you, and that's 2 games in a row, I thought, where she came off of the bench. Took her a little longer against Morningside to get going, and she gave you that spark. Here today, she was one of the catalysts for you getting going in the first half.
She was awesome, and you know, Maya's the same way. You know, she's got to feel comfortable before you really start to see her, you know, venture out and feel free. And we're starting to see that on the offensive end. And defensively, that's where she can just really almost take over a game. So I'm really proud of Maya. She's really worked hard. And for her to have, you know, the fourth quarter at Morningside and then to put together a complete game today like she did. And we had her play the point a little bit today. So that's a great thing for our team, and I'm really proud of Maya.
Defensively against Doane, their top scorer is Haley Height. She's a player that has over nearly 1,200 career points. You did a great job on limiting her this evening. Granted, you can throw some size at her, both as starters and reserves, but you still got to do the job.
Yeah, we tried something new, and we doubled down. We followed the ball into the post and doubled the post hard and just rotated out of it. And this is something that we haven't done since I've been here at Dordt. I thought that our basketball IQ could handle that. And so we worked on it the last couple days in practice, and it was fun to watch us execute that today. Whenever you do something like that, you're always going to give up a 3 sometimes or a hard drive, but I was really proud of the way. We're going to go back and look at tape and just chart how successful we were in that. but the success came from Heights only having 5, and we really did a nice job on her today.
Jamestown on Tuesday. It's obviously a 400-mile trip. We're not going to dwell on that. Jamestown is a very good team.
Yeah, they're very good, and he's recruited really well. They play really fast. They got some great shooters. This is going to be, just a really difficult test for us. And but I know that our team is going to be up for it. You know, we're going to leave early in the morning. We're going to spend the day together and get up to North Dakota. And, you know, it's a business trip, Mike. And I'm sure some of these kids will be taking finals and working on, you know, projects to finish up their semester on the bus. But for those 2 hours, we got to buckle down and make sure we're ready to take on the Jimmies.
Coach, I will let you go. Let's see if we can string a few together here.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mike.
That's Coach Bill Harmson. I think we've given you the numbers. Let's wait. Let's take a look at the scoreboard from the GPAC right after this, and then we'll wrap up the Wireless World postgame wrap right after this.
This broadcast of Defender Athletics on KDCR is made possible by People's Insurance. People's Insurance wants to provide you with experience, value, and selection for all your insurance needs. You can call Blake Kruger or Lisa Dykstra at People's Insurance in Sioux Center, 722-0101. People's Insurance, with locations in Sioux Center, Rock Valley, Lester, Akron, Sheldon, and Hawarden, Iowa, and Jasper, Minnesota. And by American State Bank, proud to support Dordt University and Defender Athletics.
Mathematics forms the backbone of most advanced work in the sciences today. We need to be able to think quantitatively and statistically to understand the growing complexity of our world. But math is not neutral. It is a beautiful, intricate playground for exploring God's world. I want both to hone students' talent for future careers, but also to see the joy that comes in that calling. I am Tom Clark, and I teach mathematics at Dordt. To learn more, visit dordt.edu/mathematics.
GPAC scoreboard from earlier today, and we'll scratch out the standings as we move along as well. We begin with Dordt defeating Doane 83-54. Game you just listened to. Dordt is now 2-3.